Coach, in the second quarter, the difference in the game was the second and third quarter. What went wrong in the second, and what went right for you guys to cut it down to 8 in the third?
I think what we've been talking about in the last couple of days is moving quick from mistakes and finding the energy together. And I think that third quarter, I don't want to get into the second because that's what we don't want. I want to focus on what we want. And that third quarter was great because we end up with 9 straight stops to finish. And that's how you make runs. And we won that quarter. We gave ourselves a chance. The energy was high. And our guys, they did it on their own. And, I was very, very proud of them and the way we play all the way through. You can easily just let it go. And we ended up cutting it to 14. And that's what I want our team to do. Just keep fighting until the end.
Something that really pops here, you're plus 16 in rebounds, plus 15 in offensive rebounds, 20-5. Day'Ron by himself was 9-5. Just the night that he had, what impressed you the most about Day'Ron?
Impressive. His effort, second, third, fourth on the glass, that's his superpower. And that's why we need him to bring that every game and then keep getting better in other aspects. And today I thought he was fantastic. The extra possessions, but also finishing. And, that's a good step for him, but also him doing that makes us better. So all these reps right now are huge. And, again, I'm very happy for him.
It's a bit of a learning experience for some of us to watch. Some of the bench guys get real minutes. We haven't seen a ton of Tosan or even, Keon Johnson handle this much. Do you feel like you are learning about players, your team, when you watch them in a competitive environment, or are these things that you already kind of know about your players?
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. I gotta find a way to help them. A lot of times it's on me. I have to be clean with calls. Like I said before, simplify things. But all the names you've said, Tosan and Keon, they were great. You can tell Tosan his presence and how he plays. He plays like a vet, like that he's been there before. And I know he can just get better and better. So. Good to see all these minutes, like you said. I am not concerned with who's playing. I'm just concerned with how hard we play. If we support each other, we have good attitude, and we make those runs. And that's what our group did. And now we can obviously watch film, but move on to the next one.
For a game like this, aside from the shooting percentages, you guys were pretty much either even with the Pacers or leading them in most of the other categories. Do you just chalk up this loss to the Pacers just had better players on the floor? Is this just guys still learning how to play together? Or what is the thing that stood out to you the most?
No, I love my players. I'm never going to say that the other players are better than my players. That's never going to come out of my mouth. So my players are great. We just got to find a way to be better and cut out some mistakes. Again, I love the 14 turnovers because we had 8 in the first half and only 6 in the second for 23 points. It's something that's the nature of the turnovers. We got to be better right there. When I get up more threes, they do a good job with their coverages. They play the zone. Again, with the new groups, I got to help them better at finding better shots. So it's all of us here. The better the shots we take, the higher the percentages are going to go. So I'm not that worried. And obviously, great job, the Pacers, because they did a good job and shot very well. But I'm just going to, focus on my guys for sure.
With Day'Ron, this being his 15th game so far this year, it feels like he's been playing a little bit longer than that, but still actually hasn't been out there that long. He battles through the injury. What have you seen from him progression-wise in the way that he's worked, and then how much more comfortable he's got on the floor?
Yeah, constant work every day with his mind, his phase, and is a very likable guy that, always brings energy, and that is good for the group. That's how he plays too. He comes in and plays really hard. Right now we're keeping him at shorter stints, and And today he played over 20 minutes, 22, almost 22 and a half. So it's good that his minutes can increase, but we also have to be like cautious. And to me today he did, it was his best game. Milwaukee was very good. The first Indiana here, he did a great job too. But that's what we need. We need everybody to bring positive. And today he was. So like I said before, I'm very proud of him.
Not knowing how long your point guards will be out, but both Cams presumably will be out for a little bit. So when you say helping guys get better shots, better looks, does that come down to, KYP and game planning against individual defenses, or does that come down to, tweaking and running different sets more? What does that come down to when you say helping them get better shots?
Yeah, for sure is use whatever sets or actions we can run to our strengths, and find the quality of the shots that we've taught and the ones that have worked very well for us. It's just you need to find it in different ways because you have different groups out there. So it's not on the player, it's on me and the rest of the coaches, and we'll help them. That's a good thing. Now we have a little bit of time to work, and we got to see a little bit of improvement, being more comfortable with each other, and and focus on that. We shot 19 threes in the first half, and then only 14 in the second. So, finding the way to do more, and turn over less, and again, I'll put that on me. It's not on them.
Nick, only 4 points and struggled from the field shooting it tonight. On these nights where, the lead ball handlers are out and it might make things a little more difficult for him, what are the things that you're still hoping to see from him offensively?
Yeah, I think, his effort was there. He was connected with his teammates. He acted like a veteran on the bench and on the court, and that's what I want to see from him. Shots didn't go in, so be it. I really like this effort. It's been consistent now for a few games. Also, his minutes, at the point of the season where his body is right now, everything is positive. And the reality is, shots didn't go in. Let's move on to the next one. As long as his leadership, his voice is there, that's the Nick that I want.
Day'Ron, Jordi was extremely pleased with that effort in the third quarter. What are some of the things that you all noticed and could take with you moving forward to your next game?
I'll say the ball pressure. It was up 20. I feel like we just kept applying pressure. Like Jordi said, we had nonstop straight in the third quarter, and we was running them. So we was pressuring the ball, getting the ball out, rebounds, pushing the ball to the court, and just running them. So, he always preaching, pressuring the ball, turning the ball over, and let's push the pace. You know what I'm saying? So we had a lot of guys out. A lot of different rotations that guys we never played with each other before. So we just figured it out like that.
Jordi said they're still being cautious with you minutes-wise. You played 22 minutes tonight. He also called this your best game. How do you feel physically, and do you feel like this was your best game this season as well?
I for sure feel like this was my best game this season so far. Physically, it is what it is, for real. I feel like I can go do it again, to be honest with you. But, yeah.
We all know how confident you are in your shot, but where'd that playmaking come from? I think that's a career high, 5 assists.
I always had playmaking, but my guys just, hit more shots tonight or more cuts tonight. I just found them, so I just feel like I always had that, to be honest with you.
This was your 15th game played. You missed time to start the season with your injury. Just how do you feel like you are in terms of your progress, achieving maybe goals you set out for yourself this season? Things you want to get better at, how you want to work on your game. Do you feel like you're getting there now that you've had a few weeks of play under your belt?
I feel like I still got some room to go. I just feel like this was like the start of it. About 3 games ago, I feel like I really was starting to feel like myself again. But, just coming back from injury, like you said, not playing for months. So just still trying to figure my way out. And I just feel like the start of it.
Sorry. Coach Carlisle for Indiana praised you guys for playing a really intense brand of basketball and like a brand that makes other teams elevate how they play. What do you think it is about you guys, this group, that makes you so competitive and intense?
I think it's our coach for real. You know, no matter if we up by 20, down by 20, it doesn't matter with Jordi. You know, he wants to play hard, aggressive all game, pick up full court all game, made the other team play hard all game. And I feel like everybody's buying into that. So, you know, even the games that we down 35, we trying to lose by 15, you know. So just because they're about 35 doesn't mean anybody just go out there and do whatever. We still going to play hard, run our stuff, and, you know, make them play.
Obviously, you had to recover from the injury, but getting back a little bit and getting some games under the belt. When you assess, you know, how you're performing so far this season, is there an area, any particular area, that you feel more comfortable out there compared to how you felt on the floor last season?
I say on ball defense, like switching on to guards and stuff like that. I feel more comfortable doing that. You know, the ball, getting the ball on the elbow, running split game. You know, things of that nature. But I feel I just need to finish better since I've been back. Can't make nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to focus on that, you know, take my time and let the game slow down for me.
Jordi called your superpower your offensive rebounding. You guys were plus 15 in that category. You yourself out-rebounded them on the offensive side, 9-5. How much pride do you have in that?
I got a lot of pride in my offensive rebounding. I call it my bread and butter, you know what I'm saying? So you better box me out. You know, anytime, anybody, you 7'4", 7'5", don't matter. You better box me out. I feel I could do it against anybody. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you weigh, how tall you are, I just feel I can do it against anybody. So I'm always going to do that.
You mentioned that you've always had playmaking in your bag, and that was a big, you know, thing you displayed at UNC and in flashes early on in your career. Were you, I guess, excited, and are you excited when Jordi has taken over and he's talking about, you know, implementing split action, you to get the ball at the elbow, kind of make these reads? Is that something that you know, have been looking forward to this season to show off your ability to pass the ball?
Yeah, honestly, yes. When he was telling us that, you know, he's trying to use the big as a passing hub, you know, I like the idea. You know, I love when they run split game, dribble handoff threes, because I feel like I'm going to hit the guy on the screen for a dribble handoff, you know, backdoor cuts. But it's all about just, you know, playing together, getting the chemistry, knowing when he going to cut, knowing when he going to come off, you know what I'm saying? So just trying to still figure all that out.